Good morning, boys and girls. How are you all today? And good morning to our esteemed parents. I want to say thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being there and for helping out and supporting us at this point in time. Well, I welcome you all to another exciting class, quantitative class. Like you all know, my name is Mr. Okoko Isaac. And once again, I welcome you all to an exciting quantitative class. Today, we are looking at something I know we've never done before, even in the class, but some of you might be maybe we are familiar with it or we've heard about it and so on and so forth. So we are looking at a new topic which I believe most of us are not familiar with, and they are new in the sense that, or it is a new topic in the sense that you've never done anything like that in the class in a long time. So I believe some of you must have forgotten methods that are involved in this. Today we are looking at a quantitative work which involves certain operations. And not just certain operations, I think basically it involves all the 4 basic operations. When it comes to work like this, you know what to do. The first thing you have to do is what? Everybody scream it out. I can hear you, make it louder. Good. You study your samples first. And once you're able to study the sample, the next thing, in this case, we are not going to label it as A, B, C, D. That does not mean if you label it that way, it's not going to work. If you label it that way, it's still going to work. But I would rather we look at it from a different perspective this time around, or come in it from a different angle this time around. And what do I mean? Pairing them up for us to be able to decode what is expected of us. Now look at this. You have 8 times 4. That tells us that multiplication is involved. I'm sure division will be involved. And I'm sure addition and subtraction are also involved. So let's pair it up. We pair this up. So we have the 8 times 4. And then we pair this up. That is the arrow and letter Z. Now 8 multiplied by 4 will give us what, everybody? I can hear you. 8 times 4. Let me hear you recite your 8 times table. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is what? 16. 8 times 3 is what? 24. So 8 times 4 will be 32. Now we have 32. Now looking at this, remember I said this is equal to what? You don't know what this is. And remember our final answer says what? 36. 38 I meant to say. That's what our final answer says. So what is this sign? What does this arrow represent? And what does this Z represent in order for you to get your 38? If you are able to find what this sign represents and what this letter, what number, because this letter Z represents an invisible number, an unknown number. That's why we have it as a question mark. You can have it as X, and you can have it as Q, you can have it as Y or whatever. But this Z, to make it easy for you, it represents an unknown number. And this sign represents a mathematical or a basic operation. So what basic operation do you think they are using here? Once you know it, then what number is this? How do you get the number here? For you to be able to get this Z, it's going to be what? Your 38 minus your 32, which will give you what? 6. So in other words, this Z is what? 6. And then this arrow means what? Plus. So when we want to write it, we can say 8 multiplied by 4. Your arrow here plus what? Z, which is 6, is equals to 38. Now you know, like I said from the beginning, the reverse form of multiplication is what? division. The reverse form of addition is what? Subtraction. So which means all these basic operations are involved in this work entirely. I want to believe with this explanation you should be able to decode or find a particular number or missing number in the following questions that you'll be given right after now. Remember, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on being a good boy and good girls. I want every one of you to make sure you do your work neatly and well in a very presentable manner and submit it to your teachers. I wish you all the best. Love you guys. Thank you.